Dr. AKR, Amay Kumar Rajji, Dr. Shyam Singh Inda, Dr. Vishnu Mahesh, Dr. Dari Khan Kamble, we wholeheartedly welcome to this series of webinar on best practices adopted by AWS-HEIs. Dear participants, you are wholeheartedly welcome for this series of webinar. And in this series, this is 21st such webinar where we have invited the stakeholders of KL University, Guntur from Hyderabad. It's a deemed to be university, a very famous university. The stakeholders of the team my friend
voice breakup.
To provide an opportunity to the stakeholders of higher education institutions to know the best practices adopted by the institutions who have secured A++ in NAAC-ANA process. And there are very, very less such good institutions, A++ institutions. So we are here to provide a platform so that they can share their best practices for the benefit of the stakeholders of higher education all over the country. Dear intellectuals, best practices of the institutions should be innovative, radical, and out-of-box thinking, and it can be related with any of our 7 criteria. Now, to elaborate it further, I request our Dr. Amay Kumar Rajji, advisor with NAAC, to enlighten us. Amay Kumar sir, please.
Thank you, Dr. Devendra Kaude. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As Dr. Kaude mentioned, this is a very important program. Best practice adopted by A++ institutions. We understand and we have studied the best practices of those institutions who has excelled getting A++ from NAAC. One such institutions today who will be presenting best practices is KL University, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. They will be presenting, as Dr. Kaude mentioned, they will be presenting on fostering social responsibility in young minds through community engagement. It's a 21st such webinars. We at NAAC conduct different programs for the stakeholders to make them understand, starting from curricular aspects till the institutional values and best practices. In between, we have teaching, learning, student engagement, student support, governance, and all that. Because our approach is every institution should learn. Whatever our university, KL University, will be presenting, you might be adopting same best practices, but still, if 20 institutions already we have completed, if you really look into it, there are so many very good practices we have understood conducted by several institutions. Our motto is quality culture should prevail in all educational institutions. Let us learn from each other. Let us help each other to make each one of us understand the best practices which is carried out by different institutions. Our motto is quality culture to be prevailed in all educational institutions. It's a great opportunity for the participants to learn, to interact, to ask questions, and try to adopt in your institutions. Thank you all for participating in this webinars. We at NAAC conduct awareness programs. Yesterday we have conducted international webinars. I hope all of you, to participate in such kind of webinars which we conduct. Let us learn from each other. Thank you, and let us go ahead with the webinars. Over to Dr. Devendra Kaude.
Thank you, Raj sir, for enlightening us. And the 2 words what you often say, and it is really grateful that the quality culture should prevail on all institutions, and let us learn together. That is something very systemized formation every institution should proceed with, and should have that open-mindedness to learn from each other. And this is a great opportunity for us. And to proceed with all these things, we are really grateful to our ICT team specifically, which is led by our Amay Kumar Raji, to make the things possible. Moving ahead, I request our Dr. Shyam Singh Inda, Assistant Advisor with NAAC, to please introduce the speakers of today's webinar and invite them for the session. Dr. Shyam Singh, please.
Thank you, Devendra Kavde, sir. So I feel privileged in introducing the panelists for today's webinar. So we have among three panelists, those who represent from KL University. First of all, we have Dr. K. Ramakrishna. He obtained his doctoral degree from Andhra University in mechanical engineering field with a topic on heat transfer specialization. Later, he did his postdoc from New Mexico State University, USA. He is the fellow of Institution of Engineers and life member of many technical bodies and associations. He has vast teaching and research experience of 30 years. He has produced 4 doctoral degrees and another 4 scholars are present working under him in the areas of nanofluid, scroll expander and energy generation. He has published more than 60 articles in Scopus and Web of Science. His present H index is 11 and has more than 450 citations. He is also the representative of the Best Teacher Award from the university, and he has been known for his expertise in teaching of the subjects such as thermodynamics and heat transfer. And he has authored 2 books on the subjects, and he is also the recipient of the prestigious President of India Gold Medal that is given by Institution of Engineers of India. We are indeed delighted to have you, sir, as panelist. The second panelist which we have among us is Dr. K. Subbarao. Sir did his BTech in Electrical Engineering, MTech in Applied Electronics Specialization, and PhD in Electrical Engineering. He has a vast career of around 31 years, and he has been working continuously since last 31 years with KL College of Engineering, which is now known as KLEF deemed to be university. He has handled very important administrative positions, which includes the positions such as head of the department, director IQAC, dean administration, and currently is working as a principal for the College of Engineering. He has received number of awards at the institution level, which includes the Best Teacher Award for several times, the Best Head of the Department, and the Best Principal Award. He has participated in various national and international conferences, and he has published papers in the index journals, Scopus also, and he is a well sought person regarding any consultation to name institutions such as AICT, government bodies, and the private bodies. Then we have Dr. L.S.S. Reddy. Sir has obtained his doctoral degree in computer science and engineering from BITS Pilani. He did his PhD from Jawaharlal Nehru Technology University, Hyderabad. He has in total 35 years of teaching experience and more than 15 years of research experience. He has served in various capacities in different colleges and institutions. Sir is currently the Vice Chancellor of Koneru Lakshmi Education Foundation, deemed a university. Under his 23 scholars have been awarded PhD, while several they are under the phase of getting the PhD. He has published more than 130 papers in peer-reviewed journals, and he has more than citation which goes to up to 732. His H index is 14 and I index is 20. He has published 4 patents related to cloud computing and computer networks. He has received many distinguished awards from various reputed institutions and academic society. He is a life member of IEEE and IST, and he is a fellow of Institution of Engineers and Institute of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. And he was instrumental in getting autonomous states and subsequently deemed to be university status for the Koneru Lakshmi College of Engineering. Under his dynamic leadership, the university deemed to has got several laurels, and prominent among them are few that is NAAC A++ grade, QS Diamond rating, and Category 1 status for the university. Sir, we are indeed privileged to have all 3 panelists, the reputed panelists. Moving ahead the program, may I request the panelists to please move forward with their presentation and enlighten us on the topic. Dr. Ramakrishnan, sir.
Yeah. Initially, our Vice Chancellor will start the presentation. Please permit me to share my PowerPoint presentation. Allow me to share.
Share button. Okay.
The share option is there, so you share the screen, sir.
Yeah. First of it is. Next to it.
Okay. You can start. Can you see the screen, sir?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, we can see. Just
Yeah.
make it a full screen, full screen.
Full screen out.
Okay, sorry. Give it.
That's it. It is not enlarged.
Okay, it's fine. Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. L.S. Reddy, Vice Chancellor of KLEF DMT University. Good evening to NAAC members and also all the people who are present in this webinar. We are more than happy to present our best practices. To start with, I'll just give the background of this institution. Then following it will be the best practice of our university. This institute started in the year 1980 by our visionary leaders, Koner Lakshmaya Garu and Koner Satyanarayana Garu. As an engineering college, modest engineering college with 160 intake in 1980 with 4 different disciplines in engineering. Then it has grown, and with 9 disciplines, we have reached a position and we have done very well as engineering college, proven qualities. In 2009, we have got the status of deemed university in 2009, approved by UGC. Our vision is to be globally renowned university. To make this university a globally renowned university, our mission is to impart quality higher education and to undertake research and extension with emphasis on application and innovation that caters to the emerging societal needs through all-round development of the students of all sections, enabling them to be globally competitive and socially responsible citizens with intrinsic values. Well, few of the milestones for our engineering college before this has become deemed university is we have got NBA accreditation first time in 2004. We are having 9 disciplines in our engineering college. 6 departments were eligible in 2004 to go for accreditation of NBA of ACTE. We got 3 years accreditation for all the 6 departments we applied. Then, of course, we got ISO 9001 certification 2004. And of course, our engineering college has become autonomous in the year 2006. We have gone for reaccreditation in 2007 for all the 9 departments. 6 departments, in fact, got 5 years accreditation. 3 departments got 3 years. It's a zero recognized. Recognition is given by DSIR. It's zero recognized in 2007. And as autonomous college, we have gone for NAAC accreditation, which is the accreditation body of UGC. And we got the score of 3.76 on the scale of 4. This is almost highest ever given at that time to any engineering college, private engineering college in the country. 3.76 on the scale of 4. Then 12 status, 2009 we applied for, 2008 we applied for deemed university status. And our zero has become, after becoming university public funded research institution, PFRI, again recognized by DSIR. After university, we have applied for NAAC accreditation in 2012. We got A grade, which is the highest grade at that time. Then, of course, ISO certifications. In 2018, the latest NAAC accreditation, as for the latest procedures, we got A++, we got 3.57 on the scale of 4. And as a result of this, we are given the status of category 1 by UGC and MHRD. And also, of course, 12B status is given by UGC. And 2019, we got All India first rank for Swachhata Institute rankings. Participated in that, we got the first rank in the entire country. Our campus is known as Greenfields, known for greenery. So we got the Swachhata Institute first rank in 2019. QS iGauge rating, we have got diamond rating for overall for the institution. And QS IGA, same, E-Lead certification score, we got 150 out of 150. And of course, as for the NIF latest rankings we got is for our engineering college, we got 58th rank. Our management school, we got 70th rank. Overall university, we got 41st rank among all the universities of this country. And we got the overall rank of 70th. As for the latest NIF ranking, we have participated in all the NIF rankings all the 4 years. These are the latest rankings we got in the four categories. These are the other ranks we got given by the various private ranking agencies. Next. Well, this is the award we got for our Swachhata ranking, Clean and Green Campus. Our secretary madam has received this at headquarters, Delhi. We also got Atal ranking of institutions on innovation achievements. We got the rank between 6 and 25, band A, and ranks between 6 and 25 is given as band A by, we got band A ranking for our Atal ranking. Some of the achievements of our university, top sports achievement, Jyoti Sureka, who happened to be our engineering student and done our MBA, completed last year. She is Arjun Award. She is awarded Arjun Award presented by President, and of course she is archery, participated in many national events, represented our country, won many medals, silver, gold in different representations. In fact, World Universities rankings, he got silver medal in archery and in the World Universities competition of archery. Next. Well, this is one of the faculty, S.S. Kumar Panigrahi, got the award, Top Innovation Award on Gandhian Young Technological Innovation in 2018. Next. Well, this is one of our students who in fact got the first rank in the Group 1 exams of Andhra Pradesh State. And some of the academic flexibilities we got in our university in the academics is credit transfer, degree with specialization. You consider any of the multiple degrees what we are running in this university, we got specializations in the respective degrees. A student in a particular degree can opt for a specialization. Say, for example, if you take computer science, he can go for AI and machine learning as a specialization, or he can go for cloud computing. Like this, variety of specializations are available in each degrees that we are running in this university. Degree with minor is very much possible as for the flexibilities of this university in the academics. The meaning is electrical student can opt for minor in computer science, engineering, for example. Or say mechanical engineer can opt for, computer science as a minor, Honors degree is possible for each disciplines. Of course, we got regulations, rules to be fulfilled for getting all these different type of specializations, minors, honors degree and all. Choice-based credit system we are implementing right from the day one of our university. Choice of the course is selected by students in the beginning of semester, and also they can select the teachers as well for the subjects they have chosen. Change of branch is possible after the completion of the first year, depending on the merit they get in the marks of the first year. Acceleration, deceleration is possible as per the flexibilities of our academics. Intellectual pool, for example, any educational institute, faculty is the backbone for educational institution. Our strength is the faculty, where we got 1174 teaching faculty to be precise. Of this, 567 are doctor degree holders, 467 are pursuing PhDs in different universities, and 140 are the master degrees. So we got 48% of faculty doctorates, 40% are pursuing doctorates. So after a year or two, we are likely to have about 80% of the faculty doctor degree holders in the university. That is the strength of our faculty. That's the backbone, which is the backbone for the all success we got for our university. Next. Research. Well, in fact, we got very good, excellent research environment in our campus. One of the good successes of our university is progress in research. Well, in fact, our goal is to make the university research intense university. As on today, as for NIF ranking, we're at 41st position. And our immediate goal is to go to the top 25 universities in the country in next 1 or 2 years to come. Finally, our objective and goal is to go to the top 10 universities in this country by making this university a research-intensive university. Of course, these are the various facilities we are providing in the research area of our university. Internal research funding we have done in last 7 years, 12.81 crores. Seed money for the faculty who are joining for entering into the strong research area, we have spent about 13.95 crores in last 7 years. Stipend for full-time scholars, PhD students, we are giving 18,000 per month. And our publications, Web of Science, we got 2,230 publications. Scopus publications, we got 6,392 publications. Web of Science citations, 7,503. Scopus citations, 25,468. Science Direct H-index is 33, Scopus H-index is 49. Well, some of the projects we got in the research area by our faculty, backed by our faculty, is patent published is 188, awarded is 2. Sponsored projects so far we backed by the faculty of this university is 130. UGC Research Awards 7, Young Scientist Awards 23, Women Scientists 19, DST FIST sponsored departments. 7 of our departments got the prestigious FIST project of DST to our campus. Number of PhDs awarded so far is 259. Well, these are some of the recognitions for our innovation by students. For example, this first one is in the competition at state level, our student is for his idea and for his innovation, he got the first prize in the competition 2016. Next. Placement is another great achievement. We got an excellent track record of placement in our university. In fact, to be precise, for past 15 years, we got 100% placement in the university. The actual reason how we are able to achieve 100% placement for the past 15 consecutive years is the kind of training we provide to our students by the time they come to the final year or the placement time is first one is comprehensive placement training, which is generally given to all the placement attending students. PEGA certification is another one which really provides high-end jobs to our students. Every year around 250 students does this PEGA certification, clears PEGA certification, and they get high-end jobs. Wipro Talent Next training is another prestigious training in the university, where, for example, this year 975 students cleared the Wipro Talent Next training. That means 3 levels they have completed. They are about to get the offers from the Wipro company. Academic training offering certifications to CSC, all other branches by the companies Red Hat, Microsoft, Oracle, Cisco, Google, Autodesk, VMware, EC Square, EMC Square. These are the certification courses given by industry, which is adding strength to the trainings what we are giving to our students. Other than this, we got special trainings by CCC. EC is the Corporate Campus Connect, is an excellent high-end training given to our students. And Salesforce certification. In fact, around 300 students are clearing Salesforce certification every year. ServiceNow, this year, 450 students cleared the ServiceNow certification. So PEGA, Salesforce, ServiceNow, these certifications are for high-end jobs for our students. Well, these are the details of the last 6 years placements in our university. I've not given all the 15 years. The last 6 years we have given. 2014-15, 98 companies. 15-16, 94 companies visited campus. 16-17, 129. Then 154, 180, 191. Last year, 2019-20, we got 191 companies visited campus. We got 2,891 jobs to our students. Average pay package was 4.7 lakhs. The highest pay package was 22 lakhs. More than 4 lakhs companies is 62 previous. If you see the last 3, we are improving the average pay package for our students. Okay, 3.92 was 17-18, 4.6 was 18-19, 19-20 it was 4.7. This year we are very sure of 2021, we are very sure of crossing 5 lakhs average pay package for all the students, around 2,500 plus students leaving the campus. Next. These are the few hallmarks of our university. All eligible and registered students are 100% placed for fast since 2015, that is past 15 years. Industry integrated curriculum with outcome-based education. Our curriculum is up to date, industry expected level. In fact, we involve industry to update the syllabus, and we really consider the top industries and their suggestions in the designing of our syllabus. Certificate courses in emerging technologies by industries. This is a real value addition to our students, and that's the reason, one of the reasons for achieving 100% placement all these 15 years. Focus on entrepreneurship skills and development. We got this happening in this campus for past 5-6 years. This culture has spread and the ecosystem has been built. Now the hundreds of students are coming out with startup companies, and by the time they leave the campus. We got 35 focus research groups. As I told you that our objective, our goal is to make this university a research-intensive university. Each of the research groups, there are 50 to 100 faculty and number of students involved in each group there. And all these research groups are really striving very hard to make this university a research-intensive university with the great achievements by doing quality research in the campus. 123 research projects from different funding agencies worth 36 crores. Supercomputing facility is available for high-end research happening in this university. Lab taken to the class is a real hallmark where the professor will be teaching the concepts in the classes, and in the class itself, the students will experiment with the concept what they learn in the class. That's what the lab taken to the class is. Full semester practice school is there for one complete semester. Our students will be in the industry and they get the practical exposure, and the students will be in the industry for one complete semester. This we started in the year 2019. Ever since we have become deemed university, we are implementing this practice school concept. One semester is adjusted to provide facility to the students to expose into the industry for practical experience. We got exclusive separate soft skills department with 45 faculty members to impart these skills to the students. In fact, CSS classes are part of the regular timetables. We don't give separate training for our students. The skills will be imparted to students right from the first semester. Okay, for all the students of every discipline and all the multiple discipline, different degrees. Okay, it's a part of the regular timetables, and that's how the soft skills, communication skills will be imparted to our students. And skilling in every semester. This is other than soft skills, what I'm talking about. Skilling in every semester. There are about 6 hours per week. Skilling time is given to the student. Every student practices this skilling. By the time they come to the placement time, they will be having 4 or 5 special skills in them by which they undergo the previous semesters, and they are ever ready to get into the top companies, and they get dream stars for their personal careers. Extension activities and Smart Village project is a very successful project in our campus. The actual theme of today's webinar is based on this extension activities, and that is Smart Village project of ours, which is a very successful project here where we have adapted 100 villages. Initially, when we started this about 4 or 5 years back, when I given a circular, for my surprise, about 250 faculty and 2,500 students has given their interest voluntarily to participate in this project. That's how it started. It's really taken a very good shape. That's really giving fantastic life skills to our students and successfully improving the standards of living of our adopted 100 villages. This is a fantastic program what we got, where 100 villages we adopted, 5 of them we have applied for Prime Minister Adarsh Gram status. 2 of them got the Prime Minister Adarsh Gram status. 3 more are in the process. We are very sure of getting this 3 also approved. So 5 villages of this 100 will be considered as Prime Minister Adarsh Gram status. And our plan is to make all 100 villages of the same status. And this academic year onwards, we introduce this design thinking concepts in all disciplines. Every course, whatever the course, design thinking has become part of the academics of every student undergoing any course in this university, which is going to really give them depth of the subject knowledge, and concepts will be understood better by our students. They become very useful professionals by the time they leave our campus. They will be serving the society in a better way. These are all the brief introductory part of our university. The next part, 2 best practices, will be given by our Dean Quality. Ramakrishna will give that, and that will be followed by Subbarau's presentation. You want to give from there?
Thank you, sir. So good afternoon, Professor Ami Kumar Rath and Dr. Devendra Gaur, Dr. Shyam Singh and other persons from NAAC, and thanks for giving us an opportunity to present our best practices. Today I am going to present the 2 best practices One is fostering social responsibility in young minds through community engagement, and the second one is our course coordinatorship. So coming to the first best practice, fostering social responsibility in young minds through community engagement. As the famous saying goes by Socrates, teaching and learning are community process that follow a social principle. And long ago, Mahatma Gandhi has reiterated, the soul of India lives in its villages. To start with, all of you are aware, in India there are 610 districts, out of which 200 are backward districts. And of course, out of 6 lakhs villages, more than 20% of the villages are in backward state. The government, non-government organizations and other organizations are putting their efforts in a disparate manner, but most of those efforts are fragmented and piecemeal, not giving much yields to make the backward villages and bring up them in the society. So there is an urgent need for designing and building a smart village concept which is independent in providing services and employment, and yet these smart villages should be well connected to the rest of the world. So what is this community engagement taught by Koner Lashmaya Education Foundation? It is a system of belonging that arises originally from clear intent and shared purpose. It thrives in fertile environments that welcome diversity of thought, authentic conversation, reflective learning, and inspired contribution. So the power of the community engagement extend beyond the strategies of organizations and the boundaries of the markets. So it is an ongoing process that cultivates the social capital. And of course, the biggest barrier to cultivate social capital is engaging stakeholders and extended community with a transactional mindset to get into this community engagement. To bring in positive difference in communities where we live and work, we have focused on 3 areas. One is education, the second one is health and wellness, and the third one is environment. In education, for example, to reduce the school dropouts in villages, creating interest on science and technology, and adult education, improving the literacy rate, as well as the educating the women, etc. And we have also concentrated on educating the children there on computer education. And in health and wellness, we have concentrated on nutrition, the defects of the deficiency of nutrients in rural people, as well as the anemia effects faced by particularly the pregnant women, and conducting medical camps and blood donation camps, etc., etc. And under the environment, we have concentrated on water treatment, rainwater harvesting, sewage treatment, clean and green campus, clean and green environment, and as well as gardening of the houses, etc. So these are the 3 focus areas on which the Koner Lashmi Education Foundation has concentrated under this community engagement. The basic idea, the vision of this community engagement is through the smart village revolution. As our Vice Chancellor sir has explained, we have adopted 100 villages in the vicinity of Koner Lashmi Education Foundation, which is already established in a rural area. And to bring up the surrounding villages, we have adopted 100 villages in 6 to 10 kilometer radius of our university, and already 2 of them have got Adarsh Gram status according to as per our thing. So the vision of our university in regard to this community engagement is to develop sustainable rural communities, and it is achieved through the mission of ensuring smart development and revolution of the villages through community participation and upcoming graduates' involvement, implementing classroom learned technologies in solving real-time problems. So what are the objectives of this community engagement? The first and foremost one is to inspire the rural communities and to seek positive transformation and to engender progressive changes in their lives, to render services to the large community by creating and sustaining a culture of cooperative living for inclusive and sustainable development, and to empower marginalized and vulnerable groups in the village, and to establish convergence models of resources, manpower, and to build partnership and networking tie-ups with various agencies like NSS units, NGOs, industries, public and private sectors, and NRIs, and also the industries. So, in general, the objectives are explained. How we have progressed, and what are the objectives in general are developing and implementing low-cost sanitation facilities in the villages we have adopted, and evolving a sustainable water management system, and identifying innovative approaches to promote the tourism in those villages, if at all there are chances, facilitating 100% digitized money transactions, and providing clubs for sharing information to women particularly, leading them to contribute in social and economic issues, developing and managing efficient garbage disposal system, eradicating malnutrition in the target groups, as I said, in pregnant women, lactating mothers, preschoolers, and old people, and implementing kitchen garden in every house, use of modern gadgets to test blood pressure and sugar by themselves, and promoting mobile hospitals, and lastly, involving with the Krishi Vignan Kendra or agricultural officers to interact with the farmers and educate them in advanced latest farming methods. What is the context of this best practice? It is, as I said, engagement with community is one of the core value of our university. Every student, as per our graduation requirements, has to put in a minimum of 50 hours of social work to obtain his or her degree. It is mandatory for every student. It is the basic graduation requirement of this university. And to inculcate in youth an honest concern for the delicately poised health, hygienic, social and economic conditions prevailing in rural India, and make them to realize that a seamless utilization of science and technology and implementing what they have learned in the classroom will alleviate majority of the problems that the rural India is facing. The faculty and students successfully implemented over 300 extension programs during the last 5 years. The KLEF for this purpose has established several bodies, committees and cells, and some of them are Center for Extension Activities, Center for Welfare and Wellness, of course NSS and NCC, and there is one more CLUSO, which we call, it is KL University Students Organization, and also a Women's Forum. The Smart Village Revolution basically provides long-term social, economic and environment welfare activity for village community, and that will enable and empower enhanced participation of the villagers in local governance and promote entrepreneurship and build more resilient communities. So this smart village can achieve a smart infrastructure, smart service delivery, smart technology and innovation, and smart institutions along with optimal utilization of available resources. Our university strives to foster social development beyond its academic contribution. As a philosophy, the sustainable rural development is the key objective of this thought. As a first step, services to meet the rural needs and solve problems encountered by villagers to increase their income, wages and self-employment are attended. In the second step, further deepen into the development of the smart village in the village, we establish routes for developing supply chains, e-governance services, rural helpline establishments, microfinance and other services. And what are the policies we have devised for making these smart revolutions, making this community engagement successful in our campus? As a part of curriculum, every student will be contributing to this program. However, they can voluntarily select their interest areas. I'm going to list out later 20 case studies. Any of that they can choose. The students will be introduced to the identified village in the first phase, and later each student submits self-proposed action plan for that village. He will study, he will stay there for a period of time, around 7 days, and then he will choose his interest area and submit his self-proposal action plan, what he wants to do for that village. And after the presentation of his self-proposal, the student is selected by KLEF Smart Village Revolution Committee members. All students selected will automatically take on the title as volunteer and are required to camp in the respective village to understand and analyze the village areas of improvement. What benefit the student volunteers are going to get by engaging themselves in this community engagement? It is like a win-win situation where the students are exposed to take their learning into practice by proposing real-time solutions. And it gives them a stage to hone their skills right from the communication to the leadership. And the 15-day stay of the students in the village as a volunteer can be considered as an academic internship by the university. And it is the best opportunity for developing research, which will be helpful for the community and society, and also it gives an opportunity for learning skills, as well as it builds confidence among the students as they identify their potentials and capabilities during their stay. Basic camping logistics will be taken care by the university in total. What are the roles and responsibility once a student is selected as a volunteer for this community engagement? He has to strictly follow the university instructions and schedules. He is responsible for his well-being during the stay in the village. He is expected to deal with respect and maintain cordial relationship with villagers, other volunteers, faculty members, and coordinators. By any means, he should not get involved with local issues of the village. By the action of registration as volunteer for Smart Village Revolution, he has to enter the standards of academic honesty and respect for persons and property of the village. He should keep in mind that they are to render services and learn, and in return from the natives, hence should be responsible. He has to promote convergence between government programs and other development interventions implemented in the village. What are the academic responsibilities? He has to identify the contemporary issues faced by the villagers, and he has to prepare a problem statement and seek solutions. He can develop a prototype, or he can do a project on the findings of his the problems on the rural people. He has to submit a project report at the end, and it provides an opportunity to utilize the analytical skills obtained in coursework to assess the technologies based on resources or socio-economic specificities. Villages can become a vibrant, healthy, educated, rich, and green one with our initiative, joint community effort, and support available from government and NGOs and individuals and companies. Generally, the camp will start with 15 to 20 students in a one particular village, along with a faculty volunteer in the village, by doing awareness activities in certain domains like personal, human, economic, and social, which leads to development in the village. Different modules or the categories of developments are, the first one is personal development, which is to inculcate hygienic behavior and practices among the villagers. And the second one is human development. Under this category, universal access to basic health facilities will be taught, and they will be enlightened on improving nutrition status for all the villagers, and conversion of schools into smart schools, adult literacy and e-literacy programs will be conducted, and village libraries including e-libraries will be established. And under the next one is social development. Under this category, village sports, folk arts festivals are organized so as to bring harmony among all the villagers, and proactive steps for inclusion and integration of socially excluded groups, especially scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. The next module is economic development, under which organic farming, including setting up of seed banks, and then agro service centers will be established, skill development of all eligible youth, skill development for all eligible youth, as well as for the purpose of providing self-employment and placement, and encouraging village tourism, including ecotourism, promoting diversified agricultural and allied livelihoods, including livestock and horticulture. Under the environmental development module, activities for a clean and green village, like providing toilets in each household and in all public institutions, ensuring their proper use and maintenance, and appropriate solid and liquid waste management. Similarly, roadside plantations, tree plantations, and social forestry for greenery and watershed management, especially renovation and revival of traditional water bodies, that is underwater conservation, rainwater harvesting, rooftop, as well as other means of harvesting the rain. And under basic amenities and service module, we have Pakka houses for all houses, poor living in Kacha houses, drinking water, preferably treated piped water with household taps, and providing internal all-weather roads with covered drains, and providing electricity connection to all households and street lights, including alternative sources of energy generation, especially using solar systems, etc. And construction of Pakka, providing Pakka infrastructure for public institutions like Anganwadi schools, health institutions, Gram Panchayatis, offices, and libraries. And finally, broadband connectivity and common service centers establishment, telecom connectivity, CCTVs in public places, and enlightening them on their basic amenities and services. Under social security module, we have insurance schemes, health insurance schemes, and universal access, PDS, universal access to all eligible households, pension for all eligible families like old age people, disabled people, and widows. Finally, under good governance module, strengthening of local democracy through strong and accountable Gram Panchayatis and active Gram Sabhas, holding of Mahila Gram Sabhas before every Gram Sabha, and Gram Panchayat acting as an information facilitation center, timely redressal of grievances filled by people. So these are all the modules we have kept, and among all these, any one particular area a student can choose and start working on developing the community in the chosen village. So far, if you look at this bar chart, in the year 2019-20, we have conducted 99 programs, and 2020-21 is still going on. And because of this lockdown problem, we are not able to conduct as many as we have thought of. And of course, the highest number of programs were held in 2016-17, around 118. We have started with a humble 11 programs and rose to 99 and 118, etc. The practice of community engagement is organized in three categories. One is health and hygiene, second one is clean and green, and third one is distribution of equipment and commodities. Apart from these, there are several awareness programs, government-sponsored education and social welfare schemes, youth and women empowerment programs are conducted by Koner Lakshmaya Education Foundation student volunteers. In health and hygiene, it is considered one of the three major problem areas that affect the rural population in our country. So in spite of major initiatives taken by successive governments with growing participation of NGOs, still the health and hygiene problem remains as the biggest challenge for rural people. starting in a small way with blood donation camps organizing and awareness rallies against AIDS and other drug abuse. Koner Lashma Education Foundation students gradually forayed into larger programs like eye camps, dental camps, awareness on diabetes, healthcare, etc., which covered a great number of villages. I told you already, our Vice Chancellor said we have chosen 100 number of villages in the radius of adopted in the radius of 8 to 10 kilometers from our university. And of course, our university itself is located in a rural area. The second most important area that KLEF has paid attention is on Clean and Green initiative, which is popularized by the central government also. Under this, series of plantation drives were taken up in the nearby villages beside the Buckingham Canal Road, as well as number of lanes, by lanes in the villages. In fact, our total student strength around 17,000 have planted trees. The plantation work has taken up by all 17,000 students with geotagging based on the central government call a few months ago. Ruksha Pran, Vanam Manam, and climate change are awareness programs highlighting the importance of plantations and certain plant species for providing balance in this universe. Also, the programs highlighted the role played by greenery in controlling the temperature and delaying the global warming process. KLEF also conducted a series of academic and technical training programs in collaboration with government organizations such as MEPMA, that is meant for uplifting the poor man's, the society or the mission taken up by the Andhra Pradesh state government, Dwakra and non-government organizations such as Swarna Bharat Trust, Rotary Club, Lions Club, etc. These included Sishu Bandhan, Sarva Siksha Abhiyan, and computer basics for school children, young leader training, skill development to unemployed youth, skill development for self-help groups, designing and drafting, rope making using coir, power loom, etc. There were awareness programs on government programs, career guidance, online banking, solar food processing, and counseling for school dropouts. The most innovative of these was the mission for eliminating the poverty in municipal areas, an AP state government sponsored project on training in developing hygienic and nutritious street vendor food. As an example, the environmental friendly millet cutlery is being introduced in villages so that even the plate and spoons are made up of millet, so they can be eaten along with the food served in that plate, thus avoiding the use of environmental unfriendly paper cups and plastic plates. Eco Diwali, a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan program, was also implemented in the Notakki Gram Panchayat, one of the village which we have adopted. Further, KLEF has conducted several technology-related programs in the nearby villages on the use of IoT devices ranging from mobile usage to laptop usage. A number of research outputs of the students were introduced, like a drone, which was used to sprinkle pesticides in the nearby fields. Water pump sets were installed, which start automatically depending on the moisture level of the field. This process saves both water and power, and also eliminates human error of judgment and intervention. Now let us take the case studies one by one. I have with me around 20 case studies. Because of time lag, I have chosen only 20 case studies. And to start with, the first case study was on village development. It was initiated in a medium-sized village called Nagaluru, located in Redigudem Mandal of Krishna district. and where 364 families are residing. This village has a population of 1,231, out of which 626 are males and the 605 are females. This is as per the census 2011. In the age group of 0 to 6, out of this 1,231, 133 children are there. The average sex ratio is 966 for this village, whereas the average sex ratio of Andhra Pradesh state is 993. And child sex ratio for this, as per 2011 census, is 684, which is again much more lower than Andhra Pradesh average of 939. And the literacy rate when compared to Andhra Pradesh is 61.2 against 67% of Andhra Pradesh. And male literacy stands at 63.9, while female literacy rate was 58.44. So the team members consisting of several students and faculty members stayed in the village for 15 days. They identified the problems and then they have started conducting different programs. They have chosen 5 villages for this purpose and identified the challenges are: one is health, other one is education, the third one is occupation, and caste problems and income problems, which are obstructing the development in those 5 villages. Even to get a small medicine, the villagers have to travel a long distance, and most of the upper primaries, most of the villages do not have an upper primary school at all. Hence, girl child education is very less. That is the reason why in these villages they have identified the literacy rate of women is very, very poor. Almost all the villagers are depending on farming and daily labor work. The economic development needs a special attention. Caste system is also posing a major challenge in the village. And because of this, the basic needs like water, drainage are not properly organized for reservation and minority categories. So these challenges are identified through our survey, observation and findings by the students who stayed in the village for a period of 7 to 15 days. And further, they have identified the following problems: improper roads, improper drainage, no toilets, poor health condition, and many are suffering with bone and kidney problems, and of course, malnutrition. So this is the survey that they have done, and they have suggested all these are in local language, published in the local newspapers, the activities that are taken up by our students. So the survey, the first one represents the survey that is taken up by the students and highlighting the problems that the villagers were facing. And the second one is regarding the reduction of chemicals that are being used as pesticides in the fields. And finally, the third one is the clean and green camp that the students have taken up while making the surroundings clean and hygienic. The second case study is Krishi Vignan Kendra training to farmers in the selected village. And all of we know that the farmers are backbone for development of the country. And when they are given adequate knowledge in the field of agriculture, they will do miracles in farming. Hence, it is proposed to strengthen their knowledge towards the agriculture through Krishi Vignan Kendra, and during a period of 7 days at a village selected Garikapadu near Vijayawada, the training and demonstrations were provided by the experts in the following areas. One is preparation of Trichoderma viridi, which is a fungal which will prevent the fungal diseases. And the second one is preparation of Pseudomonas fluorescein. This is also an antibacterial that will protect the root as well as seeds of the plants. And many farmers have implemented the above measures in the fields, and all those farmers attended the Krishi Vignan Kendra training program were given a certificate like this. And this has immensely benefited the farmers to improve their yields as well as to get a organic type of products. The third case study is on providing educating on plastic-free environment. So awareness on plastic-free in the adopted villages is taken up by our students. Usage of plastic is harm to the environment. It was explained by our students in the villages, and all villagers are encouraged to ban the plastic and use cloth bags for their daily use. Rallies were held along with MLA and local leaders of the villages. Students and staff voluntarily participated in this event. The departments like ECE, CSC, they have engaged in this activity. And during this campaign, the participants brought awareness regarding plastic-free life among the 5 villages: Kanimarla, Pinapaka, Vellaturu, Sitapuram Tanda, Dasulapalem, and Mailavaram and G1 Kundur Mandala of Krishna districts of Andhra Pradesh. These villages are some of the villages adopted by KLEF under Smart Village Revolution program. During this campaign, the students and faculty members distributed cloth bags specially designed and developed by the Women Development Cell of University to every house, and requested the villagers to use these cloth bags instead of plastic or polythene bags. More than 100 students and a dozen faculty members participated in this event. You can see the pictures here, the awareness, how the student volunteers and the faculty are creating among the villagers through the conduction of Gram Sabha. This is another picture, making the villagers to take a oath for not using plastic in their daily life. This is another picture, conducting rally in the streets of the village and advocating them, creating an awareness not to use plastic in their daily life. And this is the fourth picture, distributing cloth bags and eco-friendly bags in the villages and advising them to use them instead of plastic and polythene bags. You can see in this figure the MLA of that Mailavaram Mandal, the district collector, here he is the district collector, and our Kone Lashmai Education Foundation President Koner Sachinarayana Garu participating and in the rally to create an awareness on eradication of plastic in the villages. And these type of banners are kept in all the villages, which are printed by the Kone Lashmai Education Foundation, saying no to plastic bags and informing that plastic is going to be a heavy burden for the earth, and greenery and trees are the best for the environment. Here, some of the local papers, you can see here, all of them are in the local language, published in the local papers regarding eradication of usage of plastic in the villages. The fourth case study is installation of water plant. In a village called Kanimarla, which is also a KLEF SVR adopted village, the drinking water is not sufficient for the villagers, and it is also found to have many impurities causing kidney diseases and other ailments. So our Honorable President, along with the volunteers, has visited the village, and he has promised to donate a water plant to Kanimarla village, and he has kept his promise, and now that village is provided with a water treatment plant, and all the villagers are getting pure drinking water. Especially the mechanical and electrical civil engineering students, with the help of villagers, they have established this water plant and made all the necessary arrangements. You can see here, initially, they have conducted a survey. A plan is developed how to go about the installation of water treatment plant. And then civil engineering students as well as mechanical engineering students were involved in this. Then the second stage, they have identified the location. They have constructed a shed. Then they kept all the equipment. Electrical connections were given by the electrical engineering students with the help of the faculty. And finally, the equipment which were bought for the water treatment plant were installed by the students itself along with the workers. And all necessary construction work as well as the erection work is taken up by our student volunteers, minimizing the cost of installation of this water plant. And this water plant is now serving the entire village for the past 2-3 years. Next, fifth case study is Swachhata activities. In this figure, we can see a team of student volunteers, particularly civil, along with a faculty member from mathematics department, participated in Swachhata activities in the village, and they have seen the proper maintenance of drainage canal in the village so that there won't be any problem or accumulation of the waste, creating unhygiene environment for the health issues of the people. The sixth case study is on organic farming. This is another great initiative taken by the KLEF students as well as faculty to educate the farmers regarding the organic farming. And the kind of organic farming, through the organic farming, the crops and the vegetables that they got were sold, and one of the figure here shows the organic brinjal being sold in the market by a villager. The seventh case study is on medical camp. In the KLEF SVR adopted villages, the anemia is the one which is identified, particularly in pregnant women and lactating mothers, and as well as adolescent girls, besides kidney and heart problems in the people. So hence an initiative has been taken to educate them regarding balanced diet, iron-rich foods, and controlling anemia and medication and referral services to the needy people. And you can see here the figures of the medical camp organization at KLEF testing the people for blood test and then identifying the people, those who are suffering from anemia, etc. In this regard, one of our biotechnology students has developed biscuits which are rich in iron content, so that when the people consume, particularly the pregnant women or lactating women, when they consume these biscuits, they can get rid of that anemia problem. And this has been taken as a startup, and one of the rich industrialists from Vijayawada city came forward to support the startup financially. This is again same thing, medical camps, the publications in local newspapers regarding the services rendered by the KLEF volunteers as well as KLEF faculty. Eighth case study is on nutrition awareness, same thing. A team of KLEF students along with a faculty member has participated in this. In fact, that faculty has got government funding for these kind of women empowerment and women health issues. Therefore, she has traveled across all the 100 villages, educated the women there, regarding their health issues and their food habits, etc. And she has submitted her research report and got her PhD also on this. The continued the same thing. When there is no medical facility in the village, residential visit by the doctor for the communicable diseases is organized. Particularly during rainy season, many villagers are affected by the diseases like dengue, malaria, typhoid, and diarrhea. It is identified, and hence they have decided to conduct every month at least one residential visit by the doctor, so that he can advise the villagers, and that will avoid the spreading of communicable diseases, particularly the seasonal diseases. The 9th case study is again on health and nutrition. The villages that visited by our students are Kanimarla, Sabjapadu, Jangalpalli, T. Gannavaram, and Fullur. So the technologies are to provide greater benefits to cure diseases and make life away from health sufferings. And these technologies must be reachable to all human beings without any barriers like caste, creed, religion, sex, etc. So health facilities are poor in rural areas, and the alternative is to find best possible ways to adopt the contemporary technologies with new innovations. So that kind of health and nutrition awareness program is held. So once the villagers are enlightened on the problem they are facing because of poor nutrition and poor health, at least they will take care of themselves and they can develop a healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy society. So in this regard, one of the appreciation letter given by the MLA and Gram Panchayati is also shown in this figure. The 10th case study is again on awareness on anemia. A program on anemia was held to improve the hemoglobin percentage of pregnant and lactating mothers, and also to improve the nutritional status of adolescent children. Students as well as a team of villagers, and then this ICDS, Integrated Child Development Society team, and doctors are participated in this. So these are some of the publications in the local newspapers, along with the photos of showing the awareness program organized by the students. The 11th case study is on craft making. The KLEF students, as along with the teachers, taught the kids of Janagalpalli village to make the different kinds of crafts, particularly in Kondapalli and Janagalpalli village. The type of wood that is available is very soft and is vulnerable to make toys. That is why even today Kondapalli toys are very famous. Very intricate designs you can etch on that wood, which is a special type of wood only available in that region. So if the people are able to learn the making use of that wood, it is going to be a livelihood for them. They can earn money, and then they can also establish their own shops, etc. with that skill development. So this program was organized. Initially, it was held for the school children and to educate them on how to make the crafts. The kids are so fascinated, and again they are asking for organizing such programs. The 12th case study is on women empowerment. Again, the women were educated to do the small businesses so that they can earn on their own and they can support their families in these villages. The figures you can see here.
How much time required for course coordinates?
Just 10 minutes.
Okay.
Women empowerment program for village development is established. Yes. And the 13th one is on plantation. So the people of villages are motivated to do plantation, and all the community people from the village from various areas have gathered and performed this plantation activity. You can see the figures here, the involvement of villagers along with our students in the plantation. The 14th one is on kitchen garden. This is again another great initiative taken by the KLEF team. It is where herbs and vegetables are grown around the house for household use. Early times, a small piece of land near the house has been used for growing a variety of vegetables according to the season. So the same concept is utilized here. Local varieties such as radish, broadleaf mustard, chili, beans, pumpkins, etc. are all grown in the kitchen garden. And this initiative is taken up in all the adopted villages to improve the health status of the villagers and to generate some income out of that also. You can see here the plantations as well as the products that we are getting. And the 15th one is on compost making. This is also another great initiative. The Cornell Ashma Education Foundation student volunteers encourage the housewives to make the compost with the help of organic waste generated in their house. And some people have agreed and started making this, and they have started using this for their fields as well as in their kitchen gardens, so that many awareness programs and campaigns are held for making them to use and adopt this practice. You can see here the demonstration of making compost in the house itself, and that compost is being used even in the fields or in their own kitchen garden, so that the growth rate of the plants will be rapid. The 16th one is on solid waste management. It is done, and vermicompost was started by the waste generated in the village, particularly Velaturu and Mailavaram mandals were chosen. With the help of Panchayati Secretary, they have organized this. And you can see here the vermicompost. Major problem with the vermicompost is it contains water-soluble nutrients and is an excellent nutrient-rich organic fertilizer. But the major problem is moisture is the major problem. So if the moisture is not sufficient, if we don't take care about the moisture control in the compost, earthworm sustainability becomes difficult. And continuous manpower is required for monitoring. So to solve this problem, our students have installed a sensor connected with the sprinklers. Whenever there is a requirement of water in the compost, that sensor will notify depending on the wetness of the soil, and with a buzzer sound, as well as it will start the sprinkler. So automatically that sprinkler will start sprinkling water on the bed, and when the wetness reaches sufficient level, again that sprinkler will stop. So human intervention is almost nil, and because of this, almost 10,000 constructed vermiposts in Andhra Pradesh are not functional due to this manpower requirement. And the total cost the government has invested in this is around 600 crores. So to overcome that problem, in the adopted villages, our students have installed the sensor monitoring soil moisture as shown here. And now the vermicomposts are working satisfactorily. And each sensor designed by us costs around 15,000 rupees. And yearly 120 tons of vermicompost worth of 20 lakhs is being produced, amounting to 250 tons of waste is treated. And further 10 types of organic fertilizers like Panchagavaya, Angastram, Neemastram, etc. are also developed and sold to the nearby farmers. The annual income, the organic fertilizer expected vermicompost is roughly 2 lakhs, and it is expected that it will further increase with increase of organic agricultural land. This is another great initiative, and many students have done project works on this also. And awareness program on open defecation is the the 17th one. So the student volunteers as well as faculty interacted with the people of the village, and the MLA, the concerned MLA is also taken into account, and he was explained about the situation the villagers were facing, and hence the Gram Sabha meeting was held in that village to overcome this open defecation problem, and the MLA has accepted and announced to reopen the web portal to apply for the individual household latrine scheme, so that 50% of the cost for construction of a household latrine was given by the government, and the KLEF team also have helped them, supplemented some amount, and most of the villagers are now using their house built their own toilets instead of and further few public toilets in the village are also constructed with the help of KLEF funding. You can see here the education program, the problems that the community is going to face due to open defecation, etc. The 18th case is again on Janata refrigerator. And as we know that refrigeration is essential for preserving food. And of course, when we use a refrigerator in our household, electrical energy consumption as well as the cost of the refrigerator is very high. So for the purpose of rural people, a Janata refrigerator is designed. It is a concentric two parts, earthen parts, one outer one and an inner one. One is kept in another one, and the concentric space between the two parts, earthen parts, is filled with sand. And that sand is wetted with water. And finally, the vegetables are kept inside the pot, and at the top also it is covered with a wet cloth. The evaporation that is taking place through the pores of the earthen pot will reduce the temperature inside the vessel, and up to 4 degrees centigrade it can be established. So due to this, most of the vegetables can be preserved without getting spoiled, and the cost of this is only the cost of earthen two pots, one a larger one and other one small one, kept one in another, and the concentric space is filled with the sand and always continuously have to wet. As the time progresses, there is a possibility for the blockage of these pores. So one has to rub the outer surface of this earthen pot with a brick, so that again the pores get cleared and you can still use it for years together. The cost of operation is nil, but the only thing is you have to continuously wet the sand in between these two concentric earthen pots. And it is found that the unrefrigerated shelf life, if you observe, almost the refrigerated, Janata refrigerator shelf life is 5 times to 10 times more than the unrefrigerated shelf life. So therefore, the villagers are encouraged to use this Janata refrigerator, save the electricity and also save the vegetables. The 19th one is art and painting. This is basically to bring together the art and culture of the village. Our camps students, creative arts and media studies. We have a branch, we have a program, EAMS, it is called Creative Arts and Media Studies, BSc Visual Communications. Those students voluntarily participated in this, and they have painted the villages with different kinds of colors and figures, which will bring up their social activity as well as their tradition. For example, Kanimarla village, the walls are painted with Gondu art, and Sitarampuram Tanda is also painted with Gondu art, and Dasalupalem village is that kind of the art that is used here is Varli art, and then Vellatur village with Madhubani art, etc. So this is a publication in Deccan Chronicle on our student volunteers painting the walls and bringing up the social characteristics of that village, the activities, etc. The last one is on COVID precautions, lockdown activities. All of we are aware from March to June. So due to the lockdown, villagers are facing many problems, and how to keep how to maintain the distance, and how to wear the masks, and why they should wear the masks, etc. The demonstrations were given, and the video on hand wash by the villagers, social distance maintaining, distribution of masks, etc. is done. Even Tata Trust videos were sent to the villages, and those villages were played, the videos were played, and the villagers were made aware of the problem that they are going to face because of this. So this is regarding the community engagement. The evidence of success, as I said, the response to the various programs over the years is increasing. And in terms of participation, there is a marked increase in participation of our faculty and students. Till now, 4.16 lakh man hours are spent by our university, and more than 2.5 crore rupees is spent on this activity. The moral support of health department and other Anganwadis, ICDs, and is immensely helped in adapting to this condition. You can see here the student participation. In 2012-13, it is only 6,500. Now in 2019-20, almost 13,265 students voluntarily came up to participate in this community engagement and serve the society. The program also received several awards and certificates. The awareness program on nutrition food for pregnant women has received 4 Public Service Excellence Awards, and Visishta Seva Puraskar preferred by the government of Andhra Pradesh for the awareness program on Swachhata, gender sensitization, health and cleanliness, and digital literacy is another shot in our arm. And the biggest takeaway of the program is the team members who are moved to learn that charity is not just a stack of clothes or a wad of notes, but that involves emotions like joy, gratitude, and satisfaction. As our Vice Chancellor has told you, already the Prime Minister has announced 2 of the villages as Adarsh Grams, and another 5 are in pipeline. And very soon we are going to make all the 100 villages adopted by us as Adarsh Grams. So the problems what we have faced, some of them are financial support and general apathy and cynicism towards the programs, and lack of consistent follow-up due to depth of human resources. Even though more than 500 faculty and 13,000 students are participated in this, still there need to be a consistent follow-up further, and lack of experience and awareness among the community workers. And we expect these resources, quality human resource, awareness, medical equipment, partnership which can ensure multi-fold increase and help extended from mini scale to micro level, macro level, financial aid in terms of transport for the purpose of transport, publicity, training, etc. And human resources are also required. And finally, the concluding notes are: the minuscule efforts to the students and faculty of KLEF have attained commendable success. However, to extend the same to other areas on a larger scale, it is imperative to prepare a macro level action plan. And it is a good idea to motivate and involve like-minded, service-oriented institutions and organizations willing to fund the program so as to increase the number of beneficiaries. So that's all about the first best practice. Now coming to the second best practice on course coordinatorship. The context of this is, in the earlier system of course delivery, where the teacher was the sole arbitrator and executor of an academic program, the outcome solely depends on variables such as teacher skill, knowledge, and adaptability. This problem is evident when a single course is delivered in multiple sections in the same semester by different teachers. For example, with the growing demand for computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, similarly for MBA and BBA, multiple sections are being formed in almost all institutions. This is when multiple sections are there, the same teacher is not possible to teach in all the sections. When different teachers are taking the same course in different sections, this problem is evident. And to address the lacuna in this system, the academic division of our university introduced the concept of course coordinatorship. Though the course is common, the delivery was individual responsibility. So it turned out to be more intuitive than instructional. So this leads to many problems such as abnormal discrepancies in the pace and depth, level of syllabus coverage, which is not being accounted for. Even a centralized system of tracking and monitoring was not of much helpful. So therefore, the course coordinatorship practice was implemented in our university. This practice is aimed at finding a new system which addresses the shortcomings of the delivery of course to multiple sections. The preceding models could not ensure uniformity, so to gain control over the larger area, the teacher needs to have more autonomy in planning and execution of course design, delivery, and assessment. Hence, to meet this, the course coordinatorship was introduced. In other words, a course coordinator is empowered with the administration of the course along with the responsibility of academic designing. The course coordinator was the single point contact for monitoring the design, delivery, testing, and evaluation of the course in multi-sections. What are the prerequisites for choosing a course coordinator for a multiple section course? He must be the senior most member in that group, preferably a doctoral degree holder in that subject, should possess domain knowledge, be amicable and possess team skills, having zeal to constantly update knowledge in emerging areas. And he must prepare a common course handout indicating in detail the syllabus. He should prepare a lesson plan that indicates the specific time allocation for each of the subtopics. He must prepare a PowerPoint presentation related to the syllabus and e-content. He must identify the textbooks, reference books, other online resources, and he should identify the disparities in delivery of course as per the session plan and suggest necessary action plan to overcome such problems. So what he has to do is he has to monitor the progress of the course by conducting weekly course meeting with all the faculty involved in the multiple sections. He has to have a discussion and confirm the subtopics to be delivered in the upcoming week, and he has to provide possible solutions to problems expressed by the other faculty members regarding the delivery of syllabus or the method to be adopted after discussion in the course meeting. And he also has to discuss the model question paper for formative and summative assessments, setting of question papers, and preparing a scheme of evaluation for both formative and summative, etc. So even though all these are taken care in the beginning of introducing the course coordinatorship in our university, we have still faced some problems and identified to certain extent the lack of uniformity in effective course delivery. Particularly, this was notified by the IQAC audits and the students' feedback. So to overcome this problem, along with this course, in the course coordinatorship, we have introduced a concept called semester readiness program. Whenever the faculty is assigned a subject as an instructor for a particular course to be delivered, and all those multi-section faculty should conduct a regular meeting to identify the details of the syllabus, curriculum design, course delivery, materials, evaluation plan, etc. And all those faculty assigned to the course participate in the discussion and take the expert advice on teaching learning dynamics. Further training on the course is organized by the academic staff college, particularly during the semester break. So course coordinator, along with the team of instructors for that multiple section course, will attend this training program and they conduct discourses and then seminars, and all of them will be ready for the delivery of the course in a uniform manner in the upcoming semester. This is, we are calling it as semester readiness program. So the course coordinatorship combined with this semester readiness program has yielded positive results, and it is the unique feature of our university. And this mechanism has ensured smooth and uniform delivery of single course in multiple sections, particularly in the circuit branches of engineering, management, MBA and BBA programs, etc. Even the question papers are prepared by the course coordinator and they are sent to the vetting team for calibration. And as a result of the continuous effort, the quality and uniformity in the standards of teaching learning evaluation process is sustained. And there is a significant improvement in the effectiveness of the delivery of the course. Further, on successful completion of each of the formative tests, the course coordinator assigns one fixed question to be evaluated in all the answer scripts by a particular faculty member to ensure uniform assessment. Thus, the execution and attainment of course outcomes now become the collective responsibility of all the course instructors. So this has given a great advantage and leading to a greater transparency. Thank you. Leading to a greater transparency in conduction, and both teachers and students are benefited from this teaching learning process. This new system of course coordinatorship and semester readiness program follow the ancient Greek principle. So what are the problems encountered in this? Encountered. Identifying faculty who have the prerequisites to be course coordinators. And the second most important is lack of availability of senior teacher, particularly with the required prerequisites, as most of the senior teachers are assigned with administrative tasks. And moreover, all of you are aware, a good teacher may not be a good administrator, hence finding a suitable person to be able course coordinator becomes difficult. So finally, the outcome is more and more institutions are opting for enhancement of intake in allied branches, and there is a need for the formation of multiple sections. To avoid the discrepancies in the effective delivery of courses, the AICTE should introduce the concept of course coordinatorship and provide adequate training and professional expertise in handling single course for multiple sections. Similarly, affiliated engineering colleges, such as those that come under government state universities, where same course is taught at different levels by different teachers in different institutions and different districts, leads to disparity in the effective delivery of the course. So to avoid this, AICTE or the university should ensure uniform course delivery by all the course coordinators of the affiliated colleges at zonal levels. Thank you very much. And now I request Dr. K. Subbarao garu to take over. And he will explain a few more best practices adopted by our university.
Come here, Subbarao.
Last button.
Very good evening to all the members dignitaries in this webinar. Adding to the best practices narrated by the Dean Quality, Dr. K. Ramakrishna Garu, and various hallmarks which have been emphasized by our Honorable Vice Chancellor, few more best practices in the KLEF University with respect to various domains I am going to highlight. First of all, with respect to research, establishment of professor-centric research labs. Faculty members who have expertise and who are experienced, they are given specific independent research labs by KLEF University. By doing so, we attained a number of outcomes out of this, one of the best practices. Focused research, that is faculty members who are given these research centers, they started doing their focused research in their thrust areas. And also the quality of paper publications improved a lot. Some of these outcomes, they were converted into patents, and those patents have led into startups also. Apart from this, the outcomes, they have further submitted for enhanced finance support from various funding agencies. Moreover, students from various branches, various programs, right from UG, PG and doctoral students, they involved in these independent research centers and they were benefited. So the faculty members started giving a lot of importance and they started approaching the university basing on their expertise to get this independent lab. So far, we have established 14 such independent research labs in our university, like RF and microwaves, Power Electronics Research Lab, Atmospheric Research Lab. Likewise, 14 research labs have been established. Another best practice in the research is interdisciplinary postdoctoral fellowships. We have adopted this practice with the intention of encouraging interdisciplinary in the university. Postdoctoral fellows have been allotted, and especially right now, machine learning and artificial intelligence, in view of the importance of these two fields, the research in interdisciplinary areas is going on in biotechnology, clubbed with computer science, and we have collaboration with a number of hospitals also, which are making use of this machine learning in their clinical analysis for getting the response, for getting the solutions to their problems. And also some of the papers published out of this interdisciplinary research has improved the quality a lot. And next best practice in research is we are deputing faculty members abroad, foreign universities, for promoting collaborative research. When faculty members are deputed to such foreign universities, not only the collaborative research, but also it is helping the faculty members to improve their skills in the latest areas and to have wide exposure. Till now, we send the faculty members to Northern Illinois University, USA, Purdue University, USA, and also Asian Institute of Technology, Thailand. This is helping a lot the faculty members who are eligible, who are deserved for this. They are getting wide exposure by means of this practice we adopted in research. And also another practice we adopted is involving scholars along with the guides to have their startups basing on the work what they are doing. And every year we encourage the faculty members by means of giving incentives basing on their quality publications, basing on their projects what they have obtained, and basing on the other research work what they involve in terms of their book publications, etc. This is giving a lot of, inspiration to the faculty members to publish more and more quality papers, and a lot of encouragement is being given by the management and by the university, with which more and more faculty members are coming into the stream of the research for giving their best in terms of the quality publications. Coming to a few best practices in academics, student peer mentoring. Students are tuned to learn from their peers more than faculty members when this activity is properly implemented. That is what exactly we are doing. In each section of each program, we have identified good student mentors, and these student mentors on weekly basis conduct a number of group related activities, practice sessions with various mentees allotted to those mentors, and quality, quantity, and diversity of learning has been effectively improved with the process of student peer mentoring. One of the best examples, what I confidently quote at this stage, is one student mentor, Asrisha. She belongs to Computer Science Engineering Department. For the past 2 semesters, she is acting as a mentor in Computer Science Engineering Department. And the qualities what she has projected, the confidence level what she has acquired over the period of time in the last 2 semesters has helped her, in addition to her other qualities. This particular practice has helped her to attain a placement of 24 lakhs per annum from Adobe. Yesterday only, she was selected by Adobe, and she is a third-year student, and she is going to take the internship going to be given by Adobe with a stipend package of 1 lakh per month for the coming months. And after the completion of the internship, she will be taken with the 24 lakhs per annum. And this is an excellent outcome of this best practice, one of the best practice of student peer mentoring. Apart from that, the students are improving in their qualities, though we are conducting the placement related training and imparting all the skills that are required to the students in terms of the personality development. This activity, freely they are participating in these student peer mentoring activities, exchanging their ideas and improving their other skills with reference to the personality development. Coming to the next best practice, flipped learning, which we started implementing from this academic year. And we started gradually changing the traditional old pattern of traditional teaching methodologies through this flipped learning. Students are given well in advance what are the topics that are going to be delivered on the next day by the faculty member of that particular course. And in the particular class, while class is going on, students are actively involved through various active learning methodologies. Like the faculty member very briefly, in a short duration, like 10 to 15 minutes, covers a topic, followed by involving students in terms of giving quizzes, exercises, and practice problems to the students then and there itself. And a number of self-assessment questions are given and posted in the e-learning sites to the students for their practice. And complete lecture is recorded and it is made available to the students. And post-practice sessions are given to the students after the completion of the class, with which this flipped learning is effectively taking place in the university, and the level of understanding of the students a particular class. This is over and above the various other techniques like one of the examples, one of the hallmarks that has been given by the Honorable Vice Chancellor, lab taken to the classroom. In addition to that, this flipped learning involving the students actively through various active learning mechanisms. They are helping, the activities are helping the students to reach the destination by means of understanding the concepts very, very effectively. Coming to a few best practices related to faculty and staff, we give a lot of importance to the faculty members for their skill and other enhancement of their skills through various training programs that are being imparted through academic staff college and also within the department. One of the best practices I can confidently say, which has given enormous results, is the faculty orientation lecture through every research group in every department. We have divided the faculty members according to their specializations into various research groups, and every research group on a particular day, every week, on rotation, the faculty members conducts faculty orientation lectures within that research group every week. And in advance, the information will be given to the faculty members. And what are all the latest things that have been noticed by the faculty member in that particular week, or in that particular course, or in the paper published, or in the project submitted, all those things, they will be highlighted by the concerned faculty members in those faculty orientation lectures. And also periodically, basing on the calendar of events, academic staff college, the KL University has academic staff college, which trains the faculty members not only in academics, research, skills, various skills are imparted to the students. And a sabbatical leave is, that facility is given to the faculty members for enhancing their professional growth basing on the norms of the university. The sabbatical leave is offered to is given to the faculty members, and also the university is encouraging the faculty members to make use of the study leave for their qualification improvement. Coming to some of the best practices with regard to planning and development, we are using the M stand, the manufacturer stand, in place of the natural stand. This has saved so much of cost economy, and also concrete strength, durability, and also the construction mistakes were minimized. And we have green sustainability. We adopted a building management system to monitor the power systems, safety systems. It's a control, fully established control system. We implemented in one of the buildings. And we are making use of the solar, wind as renewable energy sources. Almost 40% of the total power consumption we are generating, that power is generated through these renewable energy sources. And also we have replaced all the old electrical gadgets by means of LED and energy efficient fans. Almost 85% of the old gadgets have been replaced by the latest LED and interactive efficient systems. We do have the smart classrooms, which have the interactive whiteboards and smart audio systems in few classrooms, and gradually we are enhancing this to all the classrooms. We are making use of the smart energy meters, and we do have this KLU radio system for interactive publicity among the students. and various other effective utilization of the resources and facilities, we are making use of it. And we are giving a lot of importance through skill-related programs. And all these students are imparted skills through various skill-related certificate courses. And depending on the interest of the students, whether the student is interested towards the employability, higher education or entrepreneurship, the certificate courses are identified in various streams and are given to the students. The choice is given to the students. And along with the academics, research and industry institute interaction, and we are giving a lot of importance to this skill-related activities. And these are some of the best practices what we have adopted, in addition to the two major best practices highlighted by Dean Quality. Thank you very much. Ramakrishna.
Thank you, Subbarao-ji. Let me share, Reddy ji, very elaboratively and very confidently about you people, that you have a very good pillars in the form of Ramakrishna ji and Subbarao-ji.
Yeah, thank you.
They have presented their say very nicely. It's effectively, though the time is running, but so many things are there with you that you were discussing and you have presented. Of course, the special thing I liked about is that community engagement, mind-blowing. Case studies, 21 case studies, excellent, sir. And the 8 different modules with that community engagement which you are running and engaging the student, that is really appreciable part. In addition to what Subbarao-ji has presented about the best practice related to the research, then academics, and then other two faculty and staff planning and development, skill development. Out of that, I think so the faculties might be very much enthusiastic to go for in deputation for foreign tours or for foreign projects and like that. And then interdisciplinary postdoctoral fellowship and likewise. Then incentives also you provide to the faculties for quality publication. So many things are there. I think so I should give an opportunity to the participant if they have any questions, and then I have so many questions I have written for, because it's a good, when the institution is good, the responsibility increases. So much of, I feel so.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So you are doing a marvelous job, sir. Let me give an opportunity to the participants. Samuel, sir, we find any participant raise the hand, they can ask the question. Samuel?
Here, 2 persons displayed on screen. We'll go to first person. Vipin Chand. Vipin Chand, kindly ask your questions. Chand, you may have been unmuted. Kindly ask your questions.
Sir, after hearing you all, I don't have any question for you, sir. But what I saw here about your presentation of the case study, whatever is very tremendous. Hello, are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so I've never seen such types of presentation, whatever I'm seeing over here, and I was expecting whatever I was thinking about this presentation. I believe you covered all the communities and the village and the tourism industry also. So that was a tremendous help. That touched my heart also, and I feel very proud that I need some work from your end about doing the society also, and relate those villages with the tourism, basically alternative and sustainable forms of tourism. And we have to develop the eco village concept also here, and encouraging the handicrafts in many purposes. If you are saying that the villagers has various opportunity to get, we can encourage them. So that is not only the part of the my tourism hotel industry, there is the part of other department of the hotel industry also. And so once again, thank you very much for giving such very informative and knowledgeable presentation to us also. I thank your President sir also, VC sir also, Reddy sir also, and all the dignitary of the dial and also dials. And thank you very much, all of you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We go to next person. Doc Rajesh. Dr. Rajesh, do you have any doubts? You may ask
Yeah.
now.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question was a simple question as far as the community engagement was concerned. That how I was very much impressed about your best practices, and you are as young as my college. My college was established in 1981, but you were established in 1980, and it's
Yeah.
amazing journey that you acquired A double plus. I'm
Yeah.
bit much impressed. That's a kudos to your management team, your visionaries, and correct vice chancellor, sir. And a great
Thank you.
salute. The only my small question that was not the question, that was small my curiosity. How your students? You say that the 50 hours of your community engagement is compulsory before that they you award the degree. Yeah, good idea. Indeed, it is. But how you provide services, whether in case in terms of financial aid or physical support or some type or other things you offer, how your students help the community? That is my basic question, please.
Chapter 2.5 crores.
Now, basically, university is spending around 2 crores every year for this project, for these kind of facilitation to our faculty and students. And
Yes.
as far as commutation transport is concerned, we got 100 buses of our own. And our financial requirement is met by our university management. And in fact, this has become a project where all government ministers are really appreciating and giving a lot of encouragement for us. And 5 of our villages are getting the status of Prime Minister Adarsh grams. 2 of them already got, 3 more will be getting it very shortly. Our final objective is to make all 100 villages really the status of Prime Minister Adarsh grams. And we are meeting all the expenses through our university funds for these expenses of whatever the kind of expenses that is required for this.
Wherever possible, villagers are extending.
And basically, the government programs are made very clear to our villagers, and we are facilitating the even government programs awareness. We are bringing awareness. They are getting the funds from governments also, and whatever expenses met required for our students and faculty involving in this project, we are meeting from our funds, university funds.
Yeah, sir. Thank you. One more small request to your great team that if in future I need some directions from you, suppose I want that my faculty should also get motivated from you the way you work. Can I collaborate with you for suppose half an hour? Your achievements or the way you work.
Yeah, we welcome you, and you are very much okay. Take our help and our advice, and we'll definitely extend our help to you if you are really involved in these kind of projects.
Thank you. Great. Thank you, sir. Certainly, I'll approach you in future. And again, once more, salute to the KL team. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will go to next person, Chinmay Kumar. Chinmay Kumar, do you have any questions? You may ask
Yes,
now.
sir. Yes, sir. Sir, very good afternoon. I am from KIT University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
So very nice presentation. All the slides, all the things are very much informative and full organized way. The presentation was totally planned and also very much impressive. So very small query. I am just thinking about all the points what sir has demonstrated, and within a very short span of time about the best practices. And I am also same question whatever other participant just now asked, it has been clarified. So another thing is how we will attract the students, because you know everything is now online. Whether the students are listening to us or not, because it is a challenge for all of us. So during COVID-19, what is my suggestion? Is there any mechanism formulated by the university, your university? Yes, some modality like that, teaching, learning process, and also multiple section, what you are saying, course coordinator, everything we are also practicing to some extent, and again there is scope for improvement. But I am just now thinking, how will you say the quality of the question paper? How will you say the students are, because we are one side and the students are just like we are just talking to the wall. So like that. So is there any? I want your kind suggestion, sir, if any.
You mean to, you are asking about this COVID-19 pandemic period or in general?
COVID-19, sir. COVID-19.
No, basically, we know that this started sometime in March, and as and when we are got the information about this, we started our preparations well, and our infrastructure is such a way that we have really made the last month of the previous semester very effective, and the students have appreciated our efforts. And most important thing is we have conducted the exams of all the semesters for all the students in May itself. Now he is insisting for all the universities and the colleges to conduct exams for their previous semester exams, which we have conducted in May itself. So we have not wasted any of the time for our students. They really appreciated our efforts. Our faculty really worked very hard in the first few months of this COVID, which is March, April, May, where we have covered the last semester of the previous academic year. That is appreciated by all our students. They liked our approach and our hard work, and they know that we are working for them. They're really participating very interestingly in this semester as well. So we have no problems in doing all the things, whatever it is. And the last semester exams also, we conducted proctored exam in May, and that has saved a lot of time for all the students more than 2,700 students got selected in the various companies. They joined the companies well in time, and we saved the time of every student. We have not wasted any time for any student because of this pandemic. Otherwise, we would have wasted a lot of time. We saved the time for our students. They're appreciating our efforts and our hard work, our interest in them. That is really making them to be very serious, sincere in all the things what we are doing in this pandemic situation. They're helping us. We are really helping them in progressing in their academic careers.
And regarding the attention span of the students, which we have raised the issue, we have divided the session, 50-minute session of lecture hour into 4 parts. At every 10 to 12 minutes of interval, a pop-up question is released in the chat box. All students have to click on that link and answer that chat question. Only that response will be considered for their attentiveness in the classroom.
Correct,
And those
correct.
questions
That's
will
nice.
be, yeah. I think I have answered
Yes,
your
sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is a nice idea. That means 1 hour period you have split it into 4 parts, and with the multiple teachers also in one section, because all are also available like that. Very good, sir.
Yes,
Very
yes,
good.
exactly. Correct.
Excellent. And regarding research, whatever you are saying, research group and orientation, same way also we have started. And now I am focusing from first semester, not
Okay.
6th semester, 7th semester, and the result is coming. Sir, what you are saying, that is really good. And we
Yeah.
are also practicing, because full energy level is coming with the when the students are just making entry to the university. So we should not say that it is a circuit branch or it is mechanical or civil. Now, what is my for last 30 years experience? So we should think how we should make a common platform for whole engineering, one engineering. One engineering, they should learn everything in interdisciplinary and everything also. That's nice, sir. Good idea, sir. Good idea.
Thank you, and all the best for your implementations. And I hope that you will get a good success in everything what you do. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And the last person is Joseph Nelanat. Joseph Nelanat, kindly ask your questions.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the university team. You really deserved A++. And the social community engagement and social outreach that you are part of is really exemplary. For me, I'm from Assam Don Bosco University, Guwahati. We are established only in 2008. as a state private university. For
Okay.
us to, our aim is to produce dependable human beings at the service of society. And so this best practice that you have uh, very well presented is exactly in tune with our own concept. I wish that all universities, all higher education institutions will follow suit, because those students whom we educate in our universities, they belong to an elite less than 5% of the population of our country. Only 10% of India has passed class 10. And therefore, these graduates in our universities have a responsibility for the rest of the community. One question I had was, I
Yes.
was, I was very much surprised that your annual spending in the community outreach is about 2 crores.
Yes,
I
sir.
find we are a private university. In
Yeah.
our way, the way that we are conducting, we will never get the cost of infrastructure for the university from the fees of the students. Our fees of the students will just be enough to make us sustainable. So I'm wondering how you are able to spend that much on social outreach. Are you being able to generate this income from Are you able
I
to
didn't get
generate
you.
the amount required for community outreach from the fees of the students?
Yeah, our fee structure is different from government universities' fee structure. We charge every student per annum around 2 lakh rupees. Hello?
Yeah, that's much bigger than what we.
Yeah, that is how that. And moreover, you can think of collaborating with non-government organizations, and there are several government organizations coming forward to help, provided you give them the sufficient manpower. Money is
Right.
not an issue here. Most of the village development, there are so many government organizations ready to sponsor, but manpower is the biggest problem. There you can use your student services and some of the interested faculty services.
Yes,
Then
we are also
definitely,
our students, all engineering students conduct coaching classes for the students of our neighborhood for classes 7, 8, 9, 10.
okay,
Our,
okay,
our students go to the villages and are with the Anganwadi centers. I have also sent in the chat my email ID. If I can get a copy of your presentation, I'll be very happy.
sure.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Ramkrishnan ji, good your presence of mind you have shown while answering. Everybody, Reddy ji and all that. Yeah, instead of disturbance. Yeah, Joseph ji, let me share with you. We have all this thing in our YouTube. This is live going on YouTube also. So you can go through the YouTube channel. All our best practices series are on our NAAC YouTube channel. And even you can be in touch with the institution. It's a very good, prestigious institution. I think so. One question, I deserve to ask one question at least. Anyway, time is running. Reddy sir, one word you might be knowing very well, urbanization.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because you are your institution is very much involved in community engagement and several other good activities. You are involving your students like anything. What the data I have seen it since 2013, 6,577 students were there, and it rose up to 13,265 in 2020 voluntarily. This is a very good achievement. So the question is, what do you think about ruralization? If so, how it is possible? Just as the term urbanization is there now.
Yeah.
You know very well. Now, because there is a very much in need of ruralization in the system, and our Prime Minister bets for it in a different terms. So what he talks about local via vocal to become a global. Can you contribute?
Yeah, of course. So basically, the one which can basically make ruralization is we have to concentrate on organic farming, where a lot of importance is given to this organic farming. It's also part of our smart village project, and a lot of farmers are in fact thinking in the direction of organic farming. If you really spread this among the villages, farmers especially, and that organic farming now, health awareness and awareness of everything is becoming so important these days. So organic farming is the one which really makes it ruralization, and that helps in ruralizing the entire country. You know that majority of the population is still living in villages. If organic farm is organized properly, that really makes our country a ruralized country. That also, in fact, helps our economy of this country as well. That's one of the inputs. Yeah.
Yeah, you are right, sir. Ramakrishna ji in his presentation has stated that we have 6 lakh villages. Out of that, 1,25,000, almost 1,25,000 villages are in backward. And similarly, in case of district, 200 backward districts are there.
Yes.
Now, with this concept, because your contribution, see, I said yours is a good institution, and then this is the responsibility.
Yeah.
See, one figure I will share with you: 15% of our GDP is contributed by agriculture sector and 60% by service sector. Before independence, it was a reverse one. Now the people are running towards urbanization. We have to pull them towards ruralization. This pandemic situation has taught this. So how your institution can look into this area in a future way?
See, the basic difference between urban and rural is the facilities and the human comfortness. That is what I feel. Once we can able to create the communication system effectively in rural areas, and with amenities and facilities what the urban people are enjoying in rural areas, definitely ruralization will improve. So in that direction we have to move. So the technology, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I really appreciate you have adopted 100 villages, and out of the 2 have got Adarsh Gram Puruskar. That is really appreciable. Actually, so many questions are there in my mind because it's a curiosity concept. I think so. You should expand yourself with a collaboration with other good institutions like you.
Yes.
Sure.
Message should go all over the country. It is a need of the hour. It is a need of the hour.
Yeah.
So nice.
Thank you. Nice question. Thank you.
Yes, appreciate, sir. Now it's actually we are running almost all. So I request going ahead, Dr. Kamleji to please present a formal vote of thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm audible now, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, namaskar. Good evening, all respected dignitaries, resource persons, participants, and my senior colleagues. On this occasion, it gives me immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks of today's webinar on best practices fostering community engagement, presented by KL University in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. First of all, I am very much thankful to our beloved Honorable Director, Professor S. S. Sharma ji sir, for his valuable support and encouragement to conduct this program. On the behalf of our NAAC family, it is my pleasure to convey my heartfelt thanks to today's resource persons, Dr. K. Subbarao sir, Dr. Ramakrishna sir, and Dr. L.S.S. Reddy sir, those who have given wonderful presentation, which is very, very fruitful to all the participants. I am very much thankful on behalf of NAAC to all the participants, those who have attended from different parts of the country. So once again, I thank each one of you for their participation and making this program successful. My sincere thanks goes to Professor Amiya Kumar sir, advisor NAAC, Dr. Devendra Kaude, convener of this program, and Sri H.V. Chandrasekhar sir and Shamuel sir for their continuous support and encouragement to success this program. Finally, I am also thankful to all my advisors, consultants, and all official staff of NAAC for their motivation to success this. Thank you and all namaskar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamleji. So many thanks. I think so. One person should be given a special thank, our Dr. Vishnu, who has coordinated this program. Yes, he is hospitalized at present. He has been operated and hospitalized. Still from hospital, he was coordinating. Really appreciate Dr. Vishnu. And yes, and Dr. Sham also, who has made this thing possible. So finally, Reddy ji, would you like to say something before I should conclude?
Yeah, actually, this is a very good program.
No, this is a very good program where the best practice of the higher education institutions of the A++ available to all other institutions. So it's become exemplary for them, and they can learn a lot of things through this, and they can rise the bar of quality of education imparted to the students. It's a really very good program. I really congratulate NAAC for organizing this event, which really provides valuable information to all the aspiring institutions to really grow in quality and become something in future. All the best for all these institutions who are aspiring to do some good things and improve the quality of education in our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Reddy ji. Thank you. And I really appreciate your two very experienced pillar, Ramakrishna, contributing and giving a good presentation, sir. One last thing, last line related with an appeal which I do every time at the end of the program. It's related and information that we are continuing with this best practice series. Only few of them are remaining. One such program will be on 6th of November on the title Administration, Acumen and Academic Excellence. One of the good institution from Jaipur is coming for presentation at the same time. And another one which we are moving at, we have started a new concept, international webinar. Recently, yesterday itself, we have done one, and the another one is on 4th November. Will be an address will be delivered, and that focus is on quality in higher education and sustenance and announcement related. The presenter is Mr. Soni Ramaswamy, the President, Northwest Commission on College and Universities from USA, and his delivery will be on 4th of November, 8:30 p.m. It's in evening time because he will be delivering its lecture from USA. So the participants are requested to visit the website and register yourself for maximum gaining. So many thanks for participating. Please keep on taking an advantage of such programs. This is all for you stakeholders. We believe that improving quality will make a difference in the higher education system in the country, which is the need of the hour. So thanks again to Reddy ji and your team, Ramakrishna ji, and all the participants for giving a very good presentation. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Congrats, sir.